Start where you are. Your time is now. Welcome to Wealth After 40, your guide to financial freedom. In this book, I'll show you how to build wealth starting today. Join us and transform your future.
You know, financial worry, it isn't usually some sudden storm that hits you out of nowhere. It's more like this quiet creep. But for a lot of people, once you hit 40, that creep can start to feel a whole lot more like a shout. So today, let's unpack that feeling. Let's really figure out what's going on. Think about it. In our 20s and even our 30s, time feels like it's on our side, right? There's always more of it. More time to earn, more time to save, definitely more time to recover from our mistakes. But after 40, that comfort kind of starts to fade. Time suddenly feels louder. And retirement? Yeah, that's not some abstract idea anymore. And this is the question that starts whispering. And sometimes, it shouts in those quiet moments. It's this deep, nagging fear that can be absolutely paralyzing. It makes you feel like the game is already over before you've even really started to play. So why does this feeling hit so hard right around this age? Well, it comes down to this really painful gap. You can finally see, with crystal clarity, the distance between where you are and where you thought you'd be. And at the exact same time, it feels like you have way less room to maneuver, way less time to fix it. This just captures that feeling of isolation perfectly, doesn't it? You look around, you see friends, colleagues, people who just seem so financially settled, and it just deepens that awful feeling that you somehow missed the memo, that you were left out of the loop. But here's the thing. What's really holding people back? It isn't just the numbers on a spreadsheet. It's these powerful internal forces. These, well, you could almost call them emotional antagonists that are keeping us completely stuck. Okay, first up, comparison. Man, this one is a killer. You're scrolling through your phone and you see a friend's vacation photos from a house you know you could never, ever afford. Or you overhear a coworker talking about their investment portfolio. It just stings. And even if you know logically that their reality is probably filtered, that surface-level comparison can be so brutal. It just freezes you right in your tracks. And then comes regret. Oh, and regret is heavy. It doesn't do nuance. It speaks in absolutes. You should have started earlier. You wasted all that time. You failed. It's this voice that just replays all your past decisions, but conveniently leaves out all of the original context, all the reasons and constraints you had at the time. And when comparison and regret team up, they often give birth to shame. And shame is what makes you avoid the problem entirely. You know what I mean? You let the mail pile up unopened. You flinch when you see your banking app on your phone. You don't want to look. Because confronting the numbers feels like confronting some deep personal failing. So this is the most crucial point to get. Beating yourself up does not work. These negative emotions, they are not motivators. They are anchors. They convince you that even trying to make a plan is pointless because the past feels so irreversible, and that leads to doing, well, absolutely nothing. And, you know, to make matters even worse, most of the financial advice that's out there feels like it was written for someone else's life entirely. And that can make you feel even more alienated, even more alone in this. You've heard it a million times, that classic start young, invest early mantra. And look, mathematically, it's sound. Sure, but it completely, totally ignores the messy reality of how most of our lives actually unfold. It's advice for a perfect life, not for a real one. Because real life is just full of disruptions, isn't it? Things like layoffs, getting sick, taking care of family, dealing with low wages, a business that didn't work out, a broken marriage. I mean, the list goes on. These are not personal failures. They are normal human life events that those neat, clean financial timelines just completely ignore. And then there's the advice that's actually aimed at late starters. And that can be just as damaging. It pushes these risky, high-pressure catch-up schemes that pretty much prey on your desperation. That kind of pressure, it rarely leads to good decisions. It just leads to more stress, a lot more. Okay, so if that's the problem, what on earth is the solution? Well, it all begins with a really powerful shift in your mindset. It's about realizing you're not late. You're just here. This is the question that contains everything. When you say you're late, who are you actually comparing yourself to? Some ideal version of yourself that never existed? Someone else who had a completely different life, a different set of advantages? The whole idea of being late just starts to fall apart the second you really question it. And this right here is the essential reframe. Thinking you're late feels like a race against time, like a final verdict of failure. It feels hopeless. But the reality of being here, that's just a location on a map. It's not a judgment. It is a starting point for progress. It's a feeling of possibility. And from any starting point, you can go anywhere. This is the core message. I want you to just let that sink in for a second. You are not behind. You are just starting from where you are. It's not about ignoring the past, but it is about refusing to be imprisoned by it. You are simply here. And here is a place you can absolutely build from. Okay, so what does it actually look like? What does it mean to begin your financial journey from this new empowered place of here? See, here isn't some vague feeling. It's a tangible place. It has a shape, it has real numbers in your bank account, real limits on your budget, but it also has real possibilities. The magic moment is when you stop fighting where you think you should be and you start working with where you actually are. That is when progress becomes possible again. And success, from this point forward, it looks different. It's not about the frantic, panicked speed of catching up. It's about a new set of priorities. First, you build stability. That just means creating a small emergency fund so a flat tire doesn't derail your entire month. Then you work to reduce stress. This is all about making a plan, even a tiny one, that gives you back a sense of control. Next, you protect your family, making sure they have what they need. And finally, you improve your future, one clear, deliberate step at a time. Now, let's be really clear. This is not about some kind of false optimism, pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's actually the opposite. It's about honest optimism. It's grounded in the reality of what you can actually do now with the resources you have now. Look, you might not build wealth the same way a 25-year-old does, but you absolutely can build a better, more stable, and more secure life. And this might be the most crucial point of all. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience, decades of it. You know what it feels like to be broke. You've learned the difference between a need and a want. You can probably spot a get-rich-quick scheme from a mile away. That wisdom, forged in the fires of real life, that is not a liability. It is your single greatest asset. So let's end with this. That initial fear, that question, is it too late? It's the wrong question. It's a dead end. The empowering question is this one. It acknowledges your starting point, and it turns your focus toward the future, a future that is still very much yours to shape.